Hello everybody and welcome to the Dragon Quest X live stream. I'm Nawaria, also known as Mel, and I'm being interrupted by a neighbor's monster. Hello, neighbor's monster. We're back with Mel in front of her house. Hello Nathan, welcome. And today we are going to start by picking up the quest to obtain the Thief's Key so we can finally start opening the black treasure chests we've been finding around the world. How is the music volume, game volume, compared to my voice? Sound levels okay? We're going to start by heading over to Dakaran and back inside the train station. Sound levels okay? Good. Because before we take on the quest, there's something we are going to need to pick up from the mini medal owner. Got 13 medals. I want to see the equipment. So, we need to buy these goggles that allow you to see things that are hiding in the ground. Alright, so there we go. Got some funny goggles. We will need those a little bit later, and it will save us an extra side trip if we pick them up now. So in order to get the quest, we're going to head back to the town where we ended off in last stream, Megistoris, or a lot of people just call it Megis for short. But it is the major city for the Puupoppan continent. I could warp to one of the other areas, but where we're headed is inside the castle. And it's just as easy to walk there. Along the way, we are probably going to get a cutscene for the town's storyline, which is okay, because once we get the Thief's Key, we're going to start that story. Hopefully finish it today, but we'll see how far we get. It's a very cute, peaceful town. Hi Ashes, welcome. How you doing today? Yep, I thought so. Cutscene. With my favorite character in the whole game. Oh, well, if it isn't the hero Foxtail. Welcome. You can't hear, but I'm squealing silently. I love this guy. Please hurry to the throne room and meet with the king. Has something happened to King Puupoppan? Puupoppan. No, his... What is that word? It's got something to do with sickness. His medical condition is stable, but the king said he plans to go ahead with that ceremony. They use a sama with Fosstail here. I'm just gonna translate that as master, since he's not like a ruler or anything like that. So Lord doesn't quite fit. Master Fosstail, please, you have to stop the king. If he performs that ceremony, his life will be... I understand. Thank you. No, this king doesn't have a migraine, but we may have a bigger problem than that to deal with here. What? Who are you? Oh, the guards don't like me. You're suspicious. What have you come to the castle for? Oh, you've come to this country seeking key emblems. If that's the case, then you must have proof of courage. Let me see. I will check it out. Shh, Nechan, no spoilers. Yes, this is fine proof of courage. Now they're happy to see me. Alright, no problems. Move ahead. But we are going to... It's okay. I mean, it's not going to be a spoiler for very long. We're going to get there pretty quickly. But we're going to put off seeing the king for now and go straight to pick up the Thieves' Key quest, which is first through this door, and then around this way. I believe it is over here and upstairs. In the treasury, ironically enough. And the guards aren't going to stop me from walking right in. Okay, that works. So here we have Nejiro. Thank you for the mini metal yellow fairy. Alright. In this world, I, who have managed to overcome the challenge of unlocking every lock. The kinds of locks here in this treasury. Okay, that can't be the right translation of that kanji, but it's basically saying that it's not difficult. Shouldn't be anyway. However, with all the keys that I have, there is a small box that I have never been able to open. I don't think he's talking about that treasure chest over there. There seems to be some kind of special spell cast on it. So you're above level 40. And you must have the wisdom of a traveler. I might be able to leave this to you. If you're able to open this small box, I'll give you the contents. How about it? Now try your hand at unlocking this box. And it's not, the game's not going to tell us what our reward is for clearing it, but we want to take it. That's the spirit. Here, I'll leave this small box with you. So we have a mysterious small box. I believe that says it's heavier than it looks. So it must have some kind of good treasure inside it. You should thoroughly inspect the box to start out with. So we have the quest, the Keymaster, and the small box. Well, okay. We'll start by examining it. It put it in our key items. So we'll use it and see what it has to say. So looked it over carefully. On the underside there are some small letters carved into it. And I think this is supposed to point you toward what you need to do next. To the south of the chalky castle where the beautiful queen lives, past a decaying fence, you'll find the beckoning witches, or the clear skin of the witch with no form beckons. If you wish to open me, defeat the witch. I believe it's chalky because they were looking for something that was the color of the castle in Verinado. So, We haven't yet been to the city that they're referring to in the riddle, but we will go there shortly. I'm pretty sure once I have the next cutscene in the throne room that I'm going to end up being sent somewhere completely different. Do you all want me to see that now or save the rest of the city storyline until after I finish with the Thief's Key? I'll poke around a little bit while I'm waiting for an answer. Up to me? Okay. So that is the throne room there. There's painting of Fosta. And across from it we have a painting of the Queen. Alright. I am going to head out and complete the quest then, and then start this one when I come back to deliver the quest back to the guy. Okay. Then that is what we will do. Alright, and thankfully one of my stones is still set to Juliet, so that we can at least get to the continent we want to go to. It's going to be a little bit of a walk to reach the monster we have to fight. I think it's out this exit, but I'm not sure. Ashes, the box told us we had to fight a monster. We have to go fight the witch. Wait. It's not the right way. The cart could take me to the waypoint, but I haven't been there yet, so... Back in and out the west exit. East exit. That's okay. No, Nei-chan, that was a quest I was doing on a different character. Alright. Yeah, it is unfortunately pretty cloudy here. Well, it's only getting to be sunrise right now, so it wouldn't be terribly light out even if there weren't clouds. But I'm glad they have different weather in this game. Wow. That's what happens when you try and look at the map while still dodging enemies. Okay. So here's the canoe we have to take to get to the area south of the capital city for the Weddy continent. If I've bought anything for my main, I can use the store's interface to give it to me. Do you mean like store-bought items? Like real cash money items? So here's the next waypoint for the Weddy. There's not a whole lot here. But we will be back here later. I don't think there are any store-bought items that I want to take away from my main. If there's ever something that I want to give Mel here, I'll just buy it. Yeah, this area is really pretty. I like that they created it as kind of like a coral underwater type landscape, but it's above land. Is everything in the store like that, Ashes? Or is it just you can freely pass it from one character to another, but you can't have it on all of them? Because that would be interesting. So, the monster we are looking for, and now that I think about it, this would be a good time to equip my goggles. But I'm going to equip them so that you don't see them. Right? Right. Okay. Area with the monsters is over here. Now you don't need the goggles to actually fight them, but you'll kind of end up running around in circles just hoping that you can run into one if you don't have the goggles, or someone playing with you who has the goggles and can point you in the right direction. Because what we are looking for are these crystal hand type enemies. Nice enough to call a friend. A corpse fly. Alright. And the spell surrounding the box disappeared. Oh, the text box kind of cleared on its own, so I couldn't look at it longer, but I'm pretty sure that's all it said. Yeah, I'm surprised that that happened on the first one. Just to double check. Have the spells gone so the box can be, or the lock can be opened now, so we're supposed to return the box to him. And that was for collecting 100 different types of items. So we'll head back to Megis here. Don't worry, we'll be back at Verinado pretty soon. Not this stream, but a stream not too far in the future. What level am I anyway? 43. That's pretty good time. The level cap for version 1, the plain vanilla version of the game, was 50. So that's when everyone else was having to take on the final boss for the game as it initially released. We might be a little higher than that by the time we finish with that part of the game. We'll see. Usually quest items drop within 3 fights. Yeah. Sometimes the game is stubborn and doesn't want to drop the key items. Alright, sir, here's your box back. Oh, I've been waiting. Did you find a way to get rid of the spell on the box? Yes. Okay, use this key and open it with your own hands. So we took the key that he gave us and opened the box. But it was empty inside. Its contents are gone. But as I promised, oh, he's got a fun speech pattern. Since you were able to open this box, that means you don't actually get any compensation. Oh, don't look so disappointed. I'm just joking. Instead of the contents of the box, I'll give you that key instead. I'm already getting old. And it's about time I closed up business for a while and gave that to somebody else. Oh man. Oh, I need a better idiom for this, but I'm just gonna translate it directly. It's like that key would make any adventurer have a hand come out their throat wanting it. Its name is the Thief's Key. That's a terrible image now that I've got in my head and I can't shake. So, we now have the Thief's Key. And some XP, and some reputation points. Boo, ashes, boo. Handy spell. With that key, you can open the black chests that are around the world. Which means that the person who holds that key has the privilege of making the contents of all those treasure chests their own. I'm sure it will be a good partner for you on your journey. And I'm gonna start right here. I got a purple eye. Anything else in here that I can loot? This is the treasury. There should be more here. This looks like a fake treasure chest back here. Okay. There's probably other treasure to find in other rooms around here, but I'll get on with the story. Maybe we can check it out later, or maybe I'll do it off screen. to the throne room. Can we go right in, or do I need to talk to this guy? Nope, we can go right in. King Puupoppan, please rethink this. Even if it shoves out the demon, or like the demonic basically, if it gets rid of the evil, even if it gets rid of the evil, if we lose the king, then our country is finished. Cough, cough. Yeah, he does not look good. And apparently the guy talking to him, the king, is named Ido. And the king says, "My body won't last long because it was touched by the evil disease." So with the time I have left, I'm going to do as I please. And Id says, before I came here to serve you, my king, I was in the land of Landacia, and I studied the threat of the evil illness. So, he's a human. He's from the human country. Kingdom. I am aware that at this rate, if we do nothing, that the evil illness that has appeared at various places within the Pukadant continent will lead the continent to destruction. However, it looks like a carrot. I agree. I thought that the first time that I saw him, like, this dude looks like a carrot. Says, but that doesn't mean that the king needs to be the one to perform the ceremony. There's one more of the royal bloodline that could do it, isn't there? The prince is the one who will take or bear the burden of this country's future. I have been made ill, and all that waits for me is death. Of the two of us, I am the one more suited to performing the ceremony. But enough, Eden. No matter what anyone says, I will perform the royal ceremony and protect this country from the evil illness. It is a small price to pay if my one life can save all of those who live on the continent of Pukuland. No, that's not necessary. Look who it is. It's the false prophet Fosstail. The king and I are having an important discussion right now. We would like you to leave. It's all right, Id. Fosstail, it's been a while. Now then, what kind of unfortunate future have you come to foretell this time? Enjoy the sushi, Ashes. Thanks for stopping in. Destiny is something that has already been decided. It's not something that I have chosen of my own will. So you're saying then that my death from this evil illness and Pukuland's destruction are everything. All of it has been foretold. Cough, cough. Now, with the state of your body, it would be impossible for you to head to the ceremonial tower. What do you know about my body? Basically about what his physical limits are. My king, you mustn't go to the tower. According to my prophecy, if you head there, the irreversible will happen. If you wish to protect this country from the threat of the evil illness, then there's no other way than searching for the notebook of the late Queen Alue. Queen Alue's notebook? That legendary notebook that's said to grant any wish? Don't tell me you think that actually exists. Queen Alue's notebook is sleeping somewhere in this country. And if we had that notebook, then this country could be saved from the evil illness without the king giving up his life. My liege, King Puupoppan. I'm going to stumble over that every time I go to say it. We can't believe anything that this false prophet says, but what do you say to searching for the lost notebook? Are you saying you believe in such nonsense too, Id? No, pardon me. Prophecies in the notebooks. This is all useless. There is no such notebook that Aloe had. However, my lord, leave now. Fosstail, do not ever show yourself before me again. A traveler? Do you have some business with me? A little afraid to make any requests after what I just saw, to be honest. Oh, I see. You are seeking key emblems. Moving from town to town and ended up here. Good work. You've got good timing. I have something to ask of you. Enter. Who are these? Lately, I have received reports that fearsome monsters have snuck into the ceremonial hall at the Kira Kira Great Windmill Large, the sparkling large windmill tower. That title will make more sense when we get there. So I've gathered the country's finest to go exterminate the monsters. If that is done, then the ceremony can be performed in peace. If the king is going to go that far, then I understand. Then I would like to have some of my servants go along as well as part of the extermination group to the ceremonial tower. If the soldiers in the extermination group are able to safely rid the tower of the monsters and defeat them, then I will not try to stop the ceremony from happening anymore. It shall all be as the king wishes. In that regard, traveler, you are strong enough to have obtained proof of courage. You will not be afraid to fight these monsters. When the monsters have been defeated and you return, I will grant you a key emblem as a reward. Will you take this on? Yes. Oh, you'll do it. Well then, the group has been gathered. Everyone is a warrior who has proven themselves. The monsters won't stand a chance against you. Go forth, extermination squad. Head to Sparkling Great Windmill Tower on the Windwheel Hill and get rid of the monsters that have snuck into the ceremony hall. We entrust this to you. Okay. And also been kicked out of the throne room. It's this way, right? Yep. Okay. Let's see. I think it'll be faster to zoom to the front of town than just to walk there. So we've seen a couple of black treasure chests along the way as we've been doing kind of the middle-sized town quests. I can set aside some time in a future stream, not too far in the future, to go collecting all of those, or I can do it off screen. Open to suggestions of which is more interesting. This guy will drive us right to the windmill. So you don't have to walk the whole way. And it's too bad that it's also cloudy here now, but there's the windmill that we're heading into. More interested in seeing the story? Okay. I'll keep that in mind for now. So this is Ceremonial Tower. Sparkling Windmill. Oh, you're also a member of the squad. I think he was talking directly to me. King's orders are to climb the tower and deal with the scary monsters who've snuck into the ceremony hall. Is everyone ready? Little Puupoppan in the middle isn't. What's wrong, little one? Are you afraid before we meet the monsters? Not scared of monsters, it's just... If we defeat the monsters, then the king is going to perform the ceremony at the tower. It's the royal ceremony, right? Old stories of the ceremony passed down among the Puupoppa royal family have reached my home capital of Kamiharumui, the elf says, and we'll get to that city later. If a member of the royal family offers their life at the ceremonial tower, then their prayer will reach the heavens and the country will be protected by a holy power. So in other words, in exchange for peace, we're going to let the king die. And in return, we're going to get that... how do you translate bonkara? Oh, come on. Google Translate's not helping. I'm going to stick this in my other translator here. That's right. In return, we're going to get that blockhead prince ruling the country. Hey, Hupot. You saying too much? Other Puupoppa's not happy. The prince being talked about that way. If someone from the royal family has to give up their life, then the prince should be okay with performing the ceremony too. You think that, right? He's asking me. I don't actually. The king wants to do it. What do you think you are, acting like a goody two-shoes? Master Id thinks that the prince who's no good should do it instead of the king. That's why little ones don't have enough brain. What's that? Puupoppan, King Puupoppan is an adult, and his body's bigger. However, Prince Raguas is still a child. If they're both going to give up their lives, even the gods would prefer a big soul over a little soul, don't you think? That aside, King Puupoppan has been infected with the evil illness and isn't going to last. We don't know how long he's going to last. But if we had the only prince of the country perform the ceremony and he dies, then there's going to be no one else with the royal bloodline. I understand very well how you feel, but the king himself is the one who wants to perform the ceremony. I know that too. I know it, but... Now, let's go. Let's go defeat the monsters so the king can safely perform the ceremony in the tower. I mean, if you didn't understand before just kind of what was at stake here, now you do. And you get a little bit of the common people's feelings about it as well. So we were here once before. We picked up a guy sitting at one of the tables around on this level outside for that quest to open up trading with the mini medal owner. There's an inn here and a couple of shops, just in case. But where we need to go is up this elevator. I kind of feel like even though there were some moments during the middle-sized town quests that were kind of touching, that the cities kind of ramp up the feels. There's a couple of treasure chests along the way here up the tower. Some heavy metal. We should be okay for bag space until after the fight. It's really pretty in here though. Nothing on this level. No treasure here either. Okay, so here's the entrance where we need to go, but if you go past it and down here, there's some more treasure. Magic water. Do we need any? Not really. We'll be okay. Alright. So before we go in and fight the monsters, I am going to put on a Genki Dama just to get some bonus XP for it. This is the place, right? Yeah, I don't see any monsters. Hey, what's going on? There aren't any monsters. This is weird. It's like there's no sense of any monster presence in this room at all. If you think of the layout of the tower, this must be the ceremonial hall, but no helping it. Let's return to the castle once and report to the king that there weren't any monsters in the ceremonial hall. That would be a problem. Says who? There are monsters here in the ceremonial hall, right? Yeah, there are scary monsters in this ceremonial hall. And you're all going to die to those monsters. You'll all be destroyed. Oh, do something, me. You serve under id, right? What are you doing? What are we doing? You understand, don't you? No, me! Do something! Stop them! Aww. This is one thing that makes me sad about MMOs. A lot of times you just end up standing there until it's too late. Ah, fools. There weren't any monsters in this hall to start with. We spread rumors of monsters in the tower around to get this extermination group together, so that we could offer you all up as sacrifices. This is all a part of our plan. Oh, you're right. Yeah, not just MMOs. It's a lot of RPGs, though. Hey. There's still one left. Let's make him a present to the Lord of the Underworld. Or to the Underworld. You should gasp in horror at the sight of our true form. Gnosis and Thanatos. Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go with strong. My team is all one level above me, but hopefully we can do it. Don't remember which one's good to hit first. So I'll just pick one and go with it. Whoa, what is going on my screen? What are you guys doing? Okay, you are hitting him. Maybe it would have been better to go for Hypnos first. He seems to be trying to be putting everyone to sleep, but it's... Well, I was gonna say it hasn't worked so far, but in the middle of that was when I fell asleep, so... No! That's right. He can heal. He's down in the orange. Come on, guys. No, you don't get to go to my healer. Back off. Okay, one down. I'm going to replenish some MP. No! Okay, this guy hasn't increased his weight at all, so I'm able to push him around. That's helpful. I can keep him away from the healer. Yeah, that guy rammed me into the wall, but I can do the same thing. Awesome. I'm really glad that his sleep spell doesn't work most of the time. Alright. There we go. That's a pretty good chunk of XP. Yep. Leveled. He didn't stay down very long, but I think I made him miss a turn, so... That wasn't a super easy fight. But it wasn't really hard either. Nobody died. That's good. Good work defeating us. They're still laughing. That can't be good. However... This ceremonial hall has already been dirtied with the blood of the rest of the foolish squad. Everything is for our Lord. And just going exactly according to plan for Id. Ah. Go ahead and report it to the king that there weren't any monsters. Because Id's on the inside. And who would trust a wandering traveler over his words? I wonder which the king will choose. Thank you. Oh, this looks terrible. That does not look like a good and safe place to have a ceremony at all. There's the door. Okay, let's go. King, I've got some bad news for you. I hope you take it well. It doesn't have the title of Chancellor, I don't believe. But why are Chancellors always the bad guys? Not like always, but so very often. It's the right-hand man to the person in charge that's causing the problems. And now we have happy music. Seems a little wrong. There goes the train. Let's just warp back to Megis. And hit up an inn while we're at it. Oh. There was something behind the elevator. I will get that next time. Might also be a good idea to bank our gold while we're at it. Where's the easiest place to do that? Over on the west side. While I'm at it, I might as well drop off all the spare crafting items that I've got. Oh, not the gold again. Items. Drop off. Okay, we'll go on to the other one. Alright, there we go. And a whole bunch of extra magic waters. What else do I have in here? Okay. Nothing that's going to be terribly useful in the next little while. Okay. The best way to get back to the castle is this way. What's my rep level? 9. I need 105 more points till level 10. And I believe level 10 is the next time I can get a bag upgrade. This is what, my third time running up these stairs today. Seriously considering changing. Oh, I have one that's not even a rudostone that's not even set. I'm considering setting one to the castle entrance before I leave town again. Because I believe there will be a couple more times running back and forth for some key quests, including one that I really want to do, but probably should wait on, which will expand the size of my equipment bag. Okay, here we go to deliver the bad news. The king's not even here. Why are you still alive? Give yourself away a little more. Id. Oh, excuse me. You were part of the elimination squad. Aren't the rest of them with you? Id, what's all the noise for? Oh, poor King. My lord, if you don't rest more, then you'll collapse. I don't have much time left to me. I'd like to work for the sake of this country for as long as my life holds out. Oh, how noble, as expected, of the Lord that I have sworn my heart to. You're putting it on a little thick. That's actually, the king's like, enough of that. Moreover, you were part of the squad that went out. Have you defeated the monsters safely? What? Nice cutout with the music there too. There weren't any monsters in the ceremonial hall, and in place of that, those serving under Id killed the rest of the squad? What in the world? What drivel? My lord, you mustn't lend an ear to the words of a cowardly fool. You low-life coward. My lord? You put on a good front, and so we let you into the squad, but my eyes have been clouded. You coward. How relieved Id is to find that he's not the one being scolded. I would have forgiven you just for running away from the monsters, but you thought to pin the blame onto Id here. Saying there were no monsters and that my right hand, Id, has killed the squad. This is all too foolish of you. Cough, 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 cough. It's all right, my lord. This is all just the lies of a coward. You mustn't let it bother you. Or, I'm not letting it bother me, he's saying. Now you must calm down or you'll collapse. Sorry, Id. As Id has asked, I won't punish you. However, do not appear before me again. Traveler, leave this place now. If you show yourself before me once more, you will not receive mercy. And that's how it is, traveler. Please leave. Alright. Since that person's come back, I'm sure that the squad will be back from their duties soon. Yes, we must prepare as well to leave for the ceremonial tower. Well, now what? King doesn't want our help and insists on believing this jerk. So I guess we're just gonna leave. Or not. Please wait. Still. He's adorable. I know that you're not lying. I'd like you to help me. Yeah, no Key Emblem. Sorry for stopping you all of a sudden. I am Fosstail. Let me try guessing at your name. You are Mel, who has come from Puupoppan village. However, the place that you were really born was not Puupoppan village. It was somewhere else. A long time ago, I foresaw this. One day, when a great disaster had befallen this country, that a traveler named Mel would appear and save it. Mel, as you know, right now, the continent of Puupoppan is on the verge of destruction by this evil disease. King Puupoppan is attempting to perform the ceremony that's been passed down through the royal family, but the ceremony hall has already been defiled. Is that correct? Yeah. In the end, everything has gone according to the prophecy. That's right, I can see the future. The king's ceremony cannot save this country. Furthermore, at this rate, if the ceremony is performed, the country will be destroyed by, or the continent, I'm sorry, will be destroyed by the disaster that is threatening it. However, there is one way left that this country can be saved. Queen Aloe's notebook. If we had the mysterious notebook that the queen was said to have had before she passed, that can grant any wish, then we can save this country from the evil disease. I'm asking you, Mel, to lend me your help. Help me together. Together, let us search for Aloe's notebook. Well, sure. Whatever you ask. Ah, he's adorable. Thank you. I wish they'd made little plushies of him and sold them as merchandise. Aloe's notebook is currently missing. No one knows where it is. But I do have a hint. Queen Aloe died in her villa, which is located in the Dinkuru area, which is south of West Orphea. She was just fine until the day before she died, and then all of a sudden died a horrible death. She may have written her third wish into that notebook. Oh, that's right, you're unaware. There is a terrifying legend that said about the wish-granting notebook. The notebook can grant wishes one at a time, up to 3. However, when the third wish is written, then the owner will be destroyed. Most likely, there's a clue hidden somewhere at the villa where the queen died. If we leave together, or leave and travel together, then those serving Id may catch wind of what's going on. Let's travel separately to where we're going. Queen Aloe's villa was, or the remains of her villa, are in the area of Dinkuru, next to a large lake. Please come. Dun dun dun. And my Genki time's over. Alright. First, before we leave town, I want to stop over at the church and reset my last Ruda stone. There's just a spot where you can see the water running through, but it won't let me actually go down into it. Seems like a walking hazard for Puupoppa who aren't watching where they're going. Let me set my zoom stone to in front of the castle. Alright. And that's all we wanted. inside of a jar over here. Let's check it out while we're here. Okay, and with the rest of my stones, my house is connected to Orphea, so I'll just take that one rather than boarding a train. But I think before we set out from Orphea to the villa, I'm going to take a quick break, grab some more something to drink. My throat's starting to go raspy, and I don't want to spend the rest of the stream coughing. We need to leave out the west exit. Yes, hydration is important. It's been raining here the last couple of days, but I keep feeling really, really dry when I wake up. That seems weird to me. Thank you everybody for watching. We're going to take a quick break and be back in just a few minutes, and then we'll continue on our journey to find this magical wish-granting notebook. So, we'll be right back.